Hello everyone, it's Phil here from PM Guitar Tuition. So welcome to lesson number 3, and today we're going to learn all 3 chords. Okay, so today we're going to look at the A chord and the E chord, which are often played together. And then we're going to look at B, which is a little bit difficult, but I can show you an easier way to play it with using just 2 fingers, okay? So let's look at the A chord. The way we play the A chord is we place all of these 3 fingers on this hand on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings on the 2nd fret of the guitar. That gives us an A chord. Many people play with their fingers all in a row, like that. Let me just show you a bit closer. Okay. Or the way that I prefer to do it is to make like a diamond shape. So we place this finger near at the top end of the 2nd fret, this finger above it and this finger below it. So it makes like a diamond shape. And if you have a look at that a little bit closer, you'll find that that shape is a lot easier to move when you're playing other chords. So you can move from an A chord to an E chord because your fingers don't have to move very far. Okay, so now we'll look at the E chord. An E chord is played by placing your index finger onto the 1st fret on the 3rd string. We place our longer finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and we place our other finger on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. And because this is a bottom E note on your guitar, we can play all those strings together to form the E chord. So we have what we call our bottom E, and we have our top E, E chord. Okay, now that chord is often played in rock and roll or rock style chords with an A chord. And you can see how if we use this finger, as I showed you before on the A chord, we just slide it down and then place those 2 fingers there to make the E chord. Okay, so that's E, often played together. And the last chord we're going to play is a B. Okay, the B chord, what we need to do is put our index finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and we put this finger, because it's a little bit of a stretch, this finger on the 4th string on the 4th fret. Now that is a bit of a stretch, but the B is not quite as common as some of the other chords, but if you practice just playing these 2 notes together, the 5th string and the 4th string, that's actually the basic sound of a B chord. So if you want to find a song and you really love the song and it's got a B in it, that's the easiest way to play it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Okay, 5th string and the 4th string there. So that's a B chord. And that's often used in rock and roll. So we go E, A, B, A, and you'll probably recognize that. That's quite a well-known chord progression that we call it. We call it a progression when we have 2 or 3 chords together. So that's it for today. That's the E, A and the B. There is only 7 chords for us to learn. Okay, so we have an A, we have a B, we have a C, we have an E, we have an F, and we have a D, and we have a chords there are. Once you know those basic chords, you're well on the way to playing any song. From there are different ways to play those chords depending on what song you're playing, but that's plenty to get you playing the guitar to start with. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.